Hey guys, this is going to be a pretty short video, but I'm looking at a replay of mine that I played yesterday of on Primal Beast with Murta, and we're looking at the lane against SF, position 5 Mars. And it's just a really interesting mistake that I make that, you know, we need to think about things a little bit differently to make sure we prevent this from happening, but really it should not. Like, if we can prevent this from happening, like, our life's just so much easier. So what happens here is we've got 2 kills in our lane already. So I'll just show you real quick how this lane went. So we're chilling the first like wave or two. What happens is their Mars kind of like walks up after this wave. So this next wave, we're meeting like, this is a pretty good lane spot for us. Creep aggro. And then Mars just kind of hangs out here, misses his the spear. Murta hits her skill shot to kill him. Still playing pretty chill, and then SF walks up to get the range creep, and we kill him. And we had to dive the tower, so we took some damage, which is okay. And what happens here is I end up behind the tower and have this wave here. And importantly, I fly out some regen. Like, this is like, I am half HP, 1 tango, no mana. I can't do jack shit until I fix my resources again. Like, when this SF comes back, he will be stronger unless I am flying out the regen that I need to reset, which I am. So that's step 1. If you're not doing this, then you're fucking up. That's step 1, flying out the regen right away. It's just 3 sets of regen, right? I'm not concerned about buying fast boots or whatever. Like, I'm just like, I want to be at full resources so I can kill this SF again, because we can kill him over and over. So I have this wave here, and what I do is I see my wave, and I'm like, oh, I should link these up. Because if I can link it up like right here, then the wave's in a good spot, right? And we're not really there in time, which is like fine. And then I follow the wave. I connect it closer to their tower with the SF coming back. And the problem here is I am not ready for the lane to continue as normal. Like, if I was full HP, full mana right now, this would be fine because I'm not really afraid of this SF. He has to be kind of afraid of me. Because what he does here, which I think is good, is they just run at us and completely zone us off the wave because I can't do anything about it. Like, this is a very good play from these guys. And this is entirely preventable because I had complete control over where this wave went. So the thought process here of like, why would you, and it also part of it is like, why would I not want these waves to connect? Like, why would I be worried that this wave is going to go down here if I could just take this wave over here? Because I think that's part of what it was as well. And I was like, well, if I don't connect these waves, then this wave is going to walk under the tower or whatever. They're going to static it maybe if they're really good. And then the wave will be reset right outside their tower. And the problem with that thinking is it's like not in terms of like the current strength. So an alternative way to think about this is I could take my wave and static it outside my tower until this next wave comes. While I wait for my regen to reset, both sides are having this happen to them, hypothetically. They could even screw it up and pull these creeps under tower, in which case, like, that would be really good for us. But maybe they play it right and they just static it, which is like, whatever. So kind of both sides would miss a creep wave, which doesn't favor anybody. Like, it's fine for me, it's fine for him. Like, you know, both cores would rather have, like, all the CS from every wave, right? But as long as you're, like, going equal with the other core, even if you miss a wave, it's okay if they miss a wave. So I could have had that perspective on it while I'm the weak one. It's like, well, I can static this wave outside my tower and wait for the next wave, and meanwhile wait for my regen, and then when all that's said and done, you know, the creep wave equilibrium will meet wherever it meets. We can do things again to pull it back, but I'll be at full resources, they'll be under threat. And so I just wanted to analyze this decision because it just makes this lane that was going really good turn into, like, it's just really awkward. Now we're trying to, like, go on him before my courier's here. Because I felt like I had to. I do regen up here. But the SF didn't, like, take a lot of damage. And now we've used our regen. I don't know. I don't know if I was like tilted because of that decision, or if maybe this is a completely different mistake. That I felt like if I had chilled when I was just talking about and waited, we could have set ourselves up for better engagements in the future. So just wanted to share that with you guys. And I need to make sure that this is like a mistake that I try not to repeat moving forward, and really think about it in terms of like, it's okay to just chill. I don't need to connect these waves here. I don't know. To me, that was just notable, so maybe you guys won't think so. Maybe you will. Let me know, I guess. All right, so this is another decision in the same game. I was just looking over the game, and I think this is like very obvious in hindsight why what happens here is bad. So I'll just show you what happens first. Brood's farming down here, our Spec's farming up here. This is like a mid brood. And the rest of us, like me and the two supports, Offlane two supports, which, you know, hypothetically strong, hang around mid, a fight happens. Our Phoenix eggs terribly while they've got 4 heroes here. And then I end up dying too. How did I die? Oh, I got like sniped by the Swordwing in the back, so good play from them. So, is this preventable? Why did this happen? Is this just like, did we not execute right? Should we have not been doing anything? Like, what's the deal here? It's very simple, actually, in hindsight. In hindsight. Alright, this is before the engagement happened. We're chilling here in the mid lane. How you need to think about this is in terms of farm distribution. We're very early on in the game. The lanes have still broken down, though. We've already gotten multiple towers. Farm distribution. We, as the Dire, literally have access to like 80% of the map's farm. Like, all the way to this camp. We have this camp. We have their entire jungle. They cannot go here. Our Spec is still farming top comfortably. He's having a very good game. He's already got his blade mail. He's farming top comfortably. They haven't kicked him out. So technically, like, nobody's farming these camps or a triangle, but like, neither they, neither, like, we have their camps. They don't have our camps, right? And so their only farm is like the triangle. And we see their SF top, by the way. So like, their SF don't even farm the triangle. The key takeaway here is we are farming 80% of the map, and we should be happy about it. And we don't need to do any fighting in terms of, like, we don't need to start a mid fight. Like, not mid as in mid lane, but like mid as in like not good, not like terrible, but not like really good. Like, this isn't an easy pickoff, right? This is like, I mean, it sort of seemed like an easy pickoff, honestly. But because of where the position is on the map, like, it's so easy for them to bring multiple heroes, and we are clearly outnumbered here. Whereas, like, we just didn't have to go for this. Or, like, we can go for this and then instantly back off when it doesn't work. Unfortunately, the whole instantly back off becomes kind of hard when they change the symbol. But, like, even here, we can walk away. Like, they're running away, and then... Oh, no, their bat... Does he have to blink? No. Their bat just, like, showed up here. I guess he was fogged for a second. He was here. So we could have just walked away here. Maybe we lose one here. Like, we went for an attempt, a quick attempt, didn't work. They reacted well. We could have, like, lost, like, one support here, or maybe nobody. Okay, the Phoenix got lasted. He's definitely gonna die. We should have just let that go. I mean, we sort of did, but I didn't really back out soon enough, and this just wasn't an important play to go for. It should have been super low commit, and it just wasn't. And the problem was just that we didn't even need to do this in the first place. So hopefully you guys can see that based on how the map distribution of the farm works. Like, if nothing had changed, we are just significantly out farming them until we hit, like, our Spectre items and our Brood items. Like, nothing had to change, and the status quo was in our favor, and then we just took this bad fight. And, like, you know, this still doesn't change the status quo. Like, the pace of the game is not different now. Like, our Brood didn't die. But, like, this just didn't need to happen, you know? It just didn't need to happen. Hey, quick outro. You can like, comment, subscribe, or not. It's like, whatever. I do keep going because I see that, like, people subscribe and are interested. So if you liked what I did and you want me to keep doing it, let me know. I kind of just do this as a hobby, though. I don't make hardly any money on it. So not a huge deal if you don't want to. If you want some coaching, I do coaching, 7K MMR, and I will individually coach you. I've had a lot of success with past students, I think. And, you know, I don't charge as much as some other people do. So see the Discord link in the video description if you are interested in the coaching. Full disclosure, right now, at the time of this recording, it's $20 for a replay analysis, where I look at your video, or I look at your replay, make a video, and then send you the YouTube video with the link to my replay analysis. and then $40 for 2 replays. So it's kind of $20 per replay. But if you pay $40, you get live time with me. We'll go over 2 replays. You can ask questions, etc., etc. So, yeah, check out the link in the Discord if you're interested in that. Otherwise, catch you later.